Hello there, Internet and beautiful creatures of the beyond. I had a long day, and I'm tired, and I'm dead, and I cannot move. But I thought, let's do something simple today. I've been working on this for a few days, and right now you don't see anything. That is because, tada, we have outlined everything. And what I wanted to point out, this is not a beard, is that when you are designing such a subject, a complex subject, you have to kind of think how many parts do you want to imply and just how you're going to approach this. So I thought of this way. This is one part, this arm, and this is the second part. The palms I have separated. I have taken the initial shape of the palm here, then the main finger, and we will observe that this it's hard to see, but this finger goes this way up. I have taken this finger and lowered it, and it's pretty easy. You just select this and well, now I can't select it because there's so many things in the way, but you select it and then you move the origin of the point of origin over here, and then you can rotate it wherever you wish, just like a constraint. And I've did the other fingers as well. Of course, you can play around and improve with the shapes and so on, but the main thing is that the fingers have to be their own thing in order to blend with the rest of the palm. And we will see later on how we can improve this, maybe because we can do some interesting fake outlines that kind of symbolize the edges of the finger. But until then, we will just leave them as they are. Same with this thing, with this hand, I have improved it just a tiny bit to look a bit better. Oh, the hair is going to be the most complicated part. Right now, this is the base of the head, of the hair. Then you have this, well, not shadow, it's a continuation of the hairline. I haven't covered this edge. Well, whatever. Then I have done the ear over here. Then the face, the general outline of the face. And then we have a few more shapes, one being over here, that's gonna discolor all of these things. And then I've done the hairline, which we will improve upon a bit later. Also, I've done a secondary part of the hairline over here that will blend in with this. And then here I have done the lips. For now, I'm just gonna leave them as they are because they need a lot of work. But this one will require a lot of detail here, as you can see. We will work on it slowly and surely. Then I've done the body part. This is actually I thought like I wouldn't bother too much with these details over here, so I'm just gonna do it like one single piece. Then the neck, I did like one part. It's easier to work upon. And then I took this part of the dress, which is the front part, then the one behind the foot, and you will notice that I've continued the foot here behind the dress just to get a general idea where the dress is. I'm not gonna make it transparent, but it helps to keep the positioning pretty good. Then this is the background of the dress, the lower part. And then we have one foot over here that continues over here separately, because this is gonna add a lot of shadow in contrast to this. Then the lower part of the foot is this one, and this is only one element. Easy peasy. Of course, as we will work our way through, we're going to try to maybe combine some of these parts just so that we can make it a bit easier to come on with the shadows and whatever we can think of. This part is going to be pretty difficult. I have changed the shape here because it was scratching my brain a bit. This was too short, this pulp. But from a distance it's barely noticeable. And one thing to keep in mind is that when you look at a hand, don't just try to follow the outline just like to spread out. So let's take this. There are some micro curves, let's call them, and like this. They're very subtle, but when you put them in the whole exposition of the path that you followed, you will see that it makes a huge difference when you're adding this little indentation here and there. One very clear way to determine this is here on this foot. We can see here there is like this small indentation going up, then down, then up again, but then it's definitely defined over here. But again, very small details, very a lot of micro curves. And at the end they do create a better shape, a more refined shape. Um, and these micro curves, they do have a logic behind them. And I'm gonna show you one interesting 3D representation that I found online. And I really, really enjoy this one. I'm gonna put a link in the description down there. So as you can see, the muscles, they don't just go straight. They're intertwined, like over here, you see they're going around the muscles on top and then underneath the bone over here. And there's a lot going on in the fibers of the muscles. Um, and of course, here you have the continuation of the, I don't know, they're called ligaments or something. Well, the important part is, like for example, in the feet. Let's try this one. Really good artist. This guy is like amazing in his anatomy, and I highly encourage you guys to look. Really, really, really intertwined. I highly encourage you to learn more about anatomy because, well, it's about your body and you live in your body, you know. So the more you know, the more you can master your body. But the idea is that all these micro lines can define where the muscles are going underneath the skin, and there are some portions where there is fat on the edges, on the inner layers between the muscles. So you have to kind of recognize where this defined shape of the muscle goes under, and when you have like blobby, simple, curvy shapes of a part of the body, you know that usually there is a lot of fatty tissue. Let me see. Oh, also understand that there is exposed bone. So, for example, there are parts of our legs, like here, the kneecaps, they're not covered by the muscle. And this is due to the fact that kneecaps, if you would have muscle over there, if you would hit yourself, it would hurt like hell. So, from an evolutionary point of view, it's like a protective shield. And the same is for your elbows. And there are a few more parts here and there, like here on the bottom of, I forgot the name of this. It's not the heel, it's the, well, this bone is going a bit outwards, so you don't have muscles over it. So yeah, an important little lesson. Um, Highly recommend that you guys check this guy's designs. He makes like a lot of good 3D representations related to anatomy. And look, like over our abdomen and so on, we have a lot of muscle mass. So there's barely no bone exposition. So that's also important. Here, usually we have fatty tissue that accumulates, especially behind. And yeah, I think that's about it for the moment. I'm gonna leave it at this because I am too damn tired to do anything today. And I'll catch you guys next time. Stay awesome. See ya. Bye 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 bye.